Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a pretty wild past 36 hours for me. Not only did I get paired up with the lovely Anna Cramling, who is a huge YouTube chess streamer and a very popular, famous person in the chess world, but about 45 minutes ago, I just beat my all-time high rating in Bullet. Yes, sir. So I'm going to show you guys that game between Anna and I. But first, I want to show you a couple of stats from these Bullet games. Yeah, so here we are on my stats page for Bullet, and scroll down here a little bit. Boom, there it is. That's my high, 2240 as of January 10th, 2025. It is about 1 a.m. in the morning here on the East Coast of the United States, just past midnight. So it's funny because I literally just put out a video earlier, or I guess technically yesterday now, a little earlier with a game that I was playing right in the middle of this Bullet push to my all-time high where my opponent blundered like on move 5 or 6. And so I couldn't believe, buddy, I hit a win streak that you only dream about. So then you can see here I started to run out of steam a little bit. I lost 4 of my last 5. But if I open this up, I had a really nice win streak right about here, starting with this guy, this candidate master. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. IBA Coach Mike, 10, 11, 12, and only 2 losses. I won 12 out of 14. Crazy, crazy streak. Then I lost a couple and got a couple right back. So this is the game right here that took me to my high. So I do want to show you guys this game because I want to showcase something that I just talked about a couple of days ago. I actually had a good percentage for a Bullet game, but so he's rated 2332, and there wasn't a whole lot going on here. I played the Caro Khan. We got exchange variation. We played a bunch of book moves. I'm going to kind of skim right through this and get to the end because there is something here that I want to talk about. Again, not a lot going on here. And pretty much in this position, black has a small advantage, nothing much. And right around in here, it's a very equal game, plus 0.12. There's nothing going on here. And so I talked about in part C of the Caro Khan classical variation that I just released a couple of days ago that, guys, you have to be okay at a certain level with taking draws as black. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, you may be shaking your head or nodding your head, yes, that when it's a drawish position and you push and you try to become greedy, more times than not, it backfires on you. And so I've been at this position for a long time. I'm happy taking draws with black. I mean, that's one of my main goals. So you'll notice here that I'm just shuffling. I'm perfectly happy with a threefold draw by repetition here. And so they give me the A file, and then all of a sudden my opponent starts getting greedy and they end up blundering here. Still nothing, 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 nothing. And then boom, they blunder for no reason. He has 8 seconds. I have 8 seconds. He just gives me a free pawn, and he gives me another free pawn. He gives me another free pawn. And he pushes another free pawn, just throwing pieces away. Pushes here. I push the D pawn. And all right, so he pushes the pawn again. You can pause the video here. What would you play here as black? Pause now. I think a lot of you guys would push D3, right? Forking. Actually, it has something. If you find a good move, look for a better one. C push, the C3 push. Because now they're in trouble. If they go back to the back rank, that might be checkmate. But he played the move I wanted him to play. King D3. Checkmate, right? Because he tried to push when there was nothing there. And so that's the game that got me up to the 2240 level. That record had stood for about a year and a half, so pretty cool. And now what you've been waiting for, my game with Miss Anna Crambling. So you go into the pool, you get matched up, and the first thing you do is look at your opponent's name, right? So I looked and I saw a picture of her, the female women's FIDE master, Anna Cramling from Sweden. And my first reaction was, what the? I was a little nervous because I was like, she's got a big following and she's probably on Twitch right now with about 500,000 people watching her. I don't want to look like an idiot on the stream. So Yeah, so if you don't know anything about Anna Cramling, she is absolutely a phenomenal human being. She's very kind, very generous, overly nice, just a lot of fun. Both of her parents are grandmasters, by the way. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. So obviously she's pretty good. She's got a huge YouTube following, and I thought I'd show you a couple of stats on her real quick. So here's a nice little article that came out on Anna in May of 2024, last year, when she finally hit 1 million YouTube subscribers, which was a big deal, of course. Here's a funny video when it actually happened. She had a counter up here, kind of breaking down with her audience when she finally crossed 1 million. Here is at the time the top 12 in the world. She was the 12th person to ever do it as far as chess content on YouTube, just below this person. I don't know who that is. You got Gotham Chess up here, international master Levi Rosman. I'm sure he's over 5 million. Hikaru Nakamura, of course, is the second biggest streamer. So it's pretty cool. And if you look at her channel now, she's already up to 1.37 million. So really, really cool stuff there. This is a picture of her mom, this lady right here on the right, Pia Cramling. She's got lots of videos about her mom. And here's actually Gotham Chess playing Anna's mom. Funny little video there. But yeah, really, really cool, interesting stuff. All right, so what actually happened in the game? So I'm playing here as black. Look at my rating, 21-16. This is a day and a half ago. This is 124 points lower than where I was an hour ago. So if you're the kind of player that gets bent out of shape because your rating drops 50 points, don't sweat it. My rating fluctuates all over the place. That's just part of the deal. So I think Anna plays her famous cow opening that she invented. And by the way, you need to go check out her channel. She oozes positivity, very encouraging, smiling, laughing, very, very good stuff. So check it out. So she puts both of these pawns, kind of a weird opening, right? Why would white put two pawns there? But a lot of times in bullet, people play weird stuff just to kind of get you out of rhythm, to get you out of book. So I'm used to seeing wacky, crazy openings in bullet. So she puts both of her knights on G3 and B3, which is very, very strange. I like this setup. I always hope that they take, and I take back with a pawn. I've got some play here on the dark squares on the diagonal. She does take, so I'm quite happy with that. Now I get my knight here, and I fianchetto, she fianchettos. It's very difficult for white to ever push to G4, even if they play F3, just because we have so many attackers on this square. And so I actually enjoy these types of positions, have a lot of experience with them, but we just play some normal developing type moves here. That move kind of scares me, so I drop it back. She transfers her knight over to the F3 square. So I have a juicy square on G4. She has a juicy square on G5. So I hop my knight in. She hops her knight in. And oh my gosh, guys, I blew it. I absolutely blew it. I'm going to turn on the engine analysis here, and you can see this is like almost -3. I had no problems when I jumped my knight in to this square. I had no problems with trading off the dark square bishops because I'm weak on the dark squares anyway. So you should never trade the dark square bishop in these Indian type setups unless I get her dark square bishop. So I missed it. All right, so tactical recognition. Pause the video. What would you play if you were me here? Yeah, middle game strategy number 2, break up in the center with a pawn push. Oh, I missed D4. Now the game is over. She cannot take that because I take, and that pawn is pinned. And if she doesn't do anything, I mean, obviously, we're starting to take, she's probably got to go back to E1. Now we take here, and the computer says she has to push. That's how bad it is. If you take here, this is hanging, forcing move. Oh, it's just gross. It's like -4. So, but I mean, it's bullet. I mean, everybody makes mistakes in bullet. I made mistakes. She made mistakes. It's just part of it. So I end up trading here. And then at this point, we trade pawns. She takes pretty neutral here. She gives a check. Yeah, I get a line up the battery. Takes, I take. Again, pretty even. And then here she plays a good move. She gets her queen here, and I saw this. Rook there, yeah. And I saw this, Obviously, I can bring my rook down, but I thought I found a good move here, which I did, which is to give the counter check, which was the best move. And then she actually thought here for just a little bit. Yeah, you can see there her clock's at 23, and she thinks for about 5 seconds here. And then I end up getting 2 rooks for the queen. So she's got 15 seconds. I've got 25 seconds. Again, it's dead even, triple zeros here. And even with her winning a pawn, it's still triple zeros. I mean, there's not much going on here. It's 2 rooks for the queen. And then right here, she only had 2 seconds left. I had 20 seconds left. So I make one little blunder here. Yeah, right there, I made a blunder, but she only has 1 second on the clock, so she could have taken that. I was just kind of making some pre-moves here, so I eventually ended up winning here on time. Not that big of a deal. It's a bullet game, you know. As far as the chess quality, nothing much. I just couldn't believe I got paired up with the great Anna Cramling. So very, very cool stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. This is definitely, you know, getting paired with Anna and breaking my all-time bullet record. This is a video for the ages. So hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day.